Good morning, lovely people. So it's Suze from Crowfire Soul Crafting, crafting from the soul. So I thought I would catch you up. So as you know, I've done these like this. It's too flimsy for me. So my friend did say about sticking some interface glue on interface. So I've done one and that is much more sturdy. So I'm happy with that, and I'm not gonna do any more with that. So and then I've got my material together. Oh, box is really, oh my goodness, sorry if the lighting's not good. So what I've done is I've chopped up lots of fabric, and then I'll tip it all out here. So I've got lots of different colours and bits. So the fabric I've used as a cotton piece that I did some brusho on. So just a thin, like, I think it was a bed sheet. And then I've got some calico here, which I did with the on the gel plate. So you know that, and that piece is calico again with some brushos on. So there's a few different bits. This is like bed sheet, and that's got yellow bits of brusho. So what I'm gonna literally do is cover the whole thing in just pieces, and I've got my trusty book here, which I can use my Pritt stick. So I'm just going to take these pieces and get me glue, just put a dab of that on and then just stick down, because I just sticking pins all over is really going to be too much of a nightmare. So you just need a little tiny bit of the Pritt stick glue, or any glue stick. It's just, this is the one I use. I use it for all my paper crafting. Yeah, and just put it down, get off those bits, and then I think I might just go around the outside first. I'm not going to do all these on camera because you can imagine how boring that is going to get, just watching me stick on bits of fabric. And once they're all down, then I can start slow stitching. So I will do all the stitching. I've overlapped that one quite a bit, but that doesn't matter. I like the fact that these all fray, so if that's not your thing, then you'll probably want to use a different sort of fabric. Let's do that nice one there. That's a nice colour. Yeah, so what was I saying? No idea. I've lost train of thought. Yeah, so once I've got all these down, then I will start the slow stitching, and then once I've done all the slow stitching, then I can put down put the runes back down, and then see if I want to do anything else. I doubt it. I think that's going to be sort of it. And if you go off the edge, you can just cut that if you want. So just go round it after you've stitched it all down. Yeah, and you just keep really adding the bits of fabric that you want. And like I say, then you can start the actual slow stitching, which is really my favourite bit. I find this bit okay. I mean, there's just, I mean, you can literally just tack them down, and a lot of people do, but I mean that is tedious as well, just going around and tacking everything. So I find it easier to do the glue, but it's not like it does still, it's still a bit tedious. But if you do it as a sort of meditation, which I normally do, I mean it's very difficult to do it as a meditation when you're filming it. And oh, I didn't really want that to go over like that. Let's take that off. That is not how I want it. Looks like the interfacing is moving as well, but once you stitch through it won't matter. Yeah, getting covered in glue, that's not as much fun, but I'm hoping, and I don't think I have got enough here to do all of the dolls, because I've got to do both sides of them. So I think they're going to take more fabric than I've got, so I'll probably have to sit and make some more. I was going to use, I mean, because with this you can just use bits of fabric that you've got, that you've, you know, done a project, and you can use up your scraps. And normally that would be how I would work it. But for this piece, I mean, I did sort of use up my scraps because I had these pieces that I'd played around and done gel prints with. But I didn't want to use like bits of fabric that I had, just ordinary, you know, patterned fabric. But with my other dolls that I've made, my nature one, that one I just used green fabrics that I had, and brown bits, and so I did with that one. But these, I wanted them to be less specific. I just wanted them to be colours because they're going to be the runes, so I didn't want them to have a pattern type fabric. So yeah, so that's really all I shall be doing. I shall connect in and sit and glue, and then I'll probably come back to you. I will probably only be doing this one. I haven't actually put the interfacing on this one yet, so I need to do that as well. I did this one yesterday with that, just put the interfacing on, so that I could then do this little video and show you how I was going to do it with the fabric. See, I think that's is gonna look really nice. It's got a few different colours, but nothing too dramatic. The one that I'm going to make with my birth runes, that's going to be a bit more specific, because I bought some fat quarter of like galaxy inspired fabric, just because it was just so gorgeous and I wanted it. I had no clue what I'd ever do with it, other than like maybe cover a journal, but I had to have it because it was just so gorgeous. So, and as I was going through fabric, when I was finding bits to go on these, I found it and I was like, oh my goodness, that is perfect for my birth runes rune doll, because it's, you know, about the astrology, so it connects with the stars and the planets and all of that, so it sort of works perfectly. So that one is going to have that sort of fabric, which I'll show you when I haven't even cut out that one yet, because I've been trying to focus on maybe these ones and get some bits done to it. So yeah, so how are you all, guys? Can you see what I've been doing there? I've been doing it off camera, haven't I? Typical me, totally like me to do it off camera. I'll try and show you a few more bits before I go. Yeah, so what are you all doing? Have you all got any projects on the go? Have you got anything doing? Are you thinking of making any dolls, slow stitch dolls? They are lovely to make, I must admit. I do like to do them. For me, they've got a bit more significance because they're connecting with my spiritual work and what I'm doing. So like my nature inspired one was just so I could connect in with nature when I wasn't going out in it, and to just bring nature indoors in that sort of way. And I mean, she's got a little twig on her, and she just she's just lovely. So but you know, you can make them for all sorts of reasons, or you could just make a really cutesy one for grandchildren, or your children, or you can make them for any reason. There's not like a specific thing that they're made for. They can just be for anything, literally. So they are fun. I think this is starting to look quite nice. Let's get a rune. That will be the top rune, but we'll put it on, see what it looks like. Oh, I think that's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Yeah. And then imagine with all the stitching going on, because each little bit of this I will stitch. I've got some of this as well, scrim, and I was going to put the scrim like on the top round the head, so not so it looks like hair, but it'll have sort of that sort of vibe of, so there'll be the squares underneath. So I have like these, and then I'm going to pop some bits of this on top, just so it sticks out, because I just fancy doing that. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, so not really much else to say or show you, really, because it's, you know, like I say, it'd be a bit boring to just sit here and just putting on bits of fabric. I was going to put that one on there, like the look of that. But yeah, if you don't want to stick pins in to hold all the fabric in place, just a glue stick. Oh my god, it is perfect to do it, because otherwise it does actually make it quite difficult. I did do one of my first slow stitch pieces. I had tons of pins in it, and I kept stabbing myself, and it wasn't fun, actually. Oh, I don't want that over that, because I really like that pattern on that. But then I bet the rune is going to go over it anyway. Stick that down. That's the other thing. You can take it up, because you know it's only glue stick, so you can pull it back up again anyway if you put it in a position you don't want it, or it's so easy. I mean, obviously you can if you use a pin, but yeah, I just I didn't really like being stabbed every 5 minutes. It wasn't it just wasn't good. So this works, and makes it very easy to do. The only thing is, you can get, especially when you're using fabric like this that's got lots of you know, bits coming off, it can get stuck in your glue stick, and you can end up with a very ugly glue stick. But you can pull it off, so it's not too drastic. I did think about leaving like spaces so that I wasn't using up all the fabric, because like, so I'd only need to go round there. But I thought, no, let's cover the whole thing, instead of, you know, so it'd be underneath it, and it makes it more sturdy. But I just thought about like saving fabric, so I could just go round that, and then I'm saving that bit of fabric in there. But I think that would end up being a bit more faffy, so I didn't I didn't really decide to do it, but you know, it would save you on the fabric. Yeah, I think I'm going to go because I really don't have much to really say. It's such a simple thing, isn't it? That I just don't think you need me to sit here and ramble on about nothing. Do you know, I'm definitely not going to have enough fabric for all of it. I have got a few bits left that I did leave, but I suppose it's going to be easy enough to make the bed sheet bit again. I wanted them all to have similar look, so I don't want to use up like every single bit of it, you know, on one piece, because otherwise I'll be left with loads of something, and then I won't have it to go on the other ones. I think especially because you've got to do both sides of each. So that's the only thing, it sticks to your fingers because the glue. I'm really liking it. I don't know what you guys think, but yeah, I'm worried about using up all this sort of red and stuff because I haven't got a lot of that, and I at least want it on every single one. I've got quite a bit of that yellow, and this I've got quite a bit because I made a biggish sheet of that. Yes, so I think I'll just put this piece on and then I'm going to say goodbye. Yeah, I hope if you make one, you maybe can post it in the comments, or you know, say how you're going if you're doing anything like it, because it would be nice to know. If you have any comments about anything else. See, I can't talk. I can't talk when I'm thinking. It's so ridiculous. But I watch like loads of people who do like amazing YouTube videos, and they're chatting away and they're doing all the crafting bits, and I think, how do you do that? I can't do that because I just get lost in what I'm doing and then I can't speak. But yeah, I'm not going to do the whole doll because honestly I just don't think it's worth doing a video of that. But what I will do is I'll show you when I've got, say, at least this one done. So I've got that on the glue interface lining stuff, whatever it's called, and done all the patchwork on it. And then when I don't know if I'm going to stitch them on. I don't know if I want to stitch them on once I've got all that glued down and then start doing all the stitching, because I don't really want stitching under them because that'll make them stick up, but I can do stitching on top. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to put all this down and then stitch them down, and then yeah, that's the way to go, isn't it? I think that looks lovely. I don't know what you think. Let me know what you think in the comments, but I'm really liking it because it's not too in your face, and the runes still really stand out. I mean, they did stand out lovely on the black, but I just didn't want them black. I wanted them to have colour and a bit more life. And I'll do the stitching in different colours. I'll just add all random colours round it. Yeah, so that's me. And I shall come back when I've covered this one completely and I've put the interface on that one and covered that one, and then show you, or maybe I'll stitch them down as well so they'll all be in place, and then we'll go from there. And then maybe some stitching on it. I might do a little bit stitching on camera. I'm going to find that harder to stitch now. It's a bit stiffer, but it will work. Yeah, there we go. Just waffled for no reason at all about nothing. So I hope you like the direction I'm taking them, and I shall see you in the next one. Love and blessings to you all, and happy crafting, and yeah, take care. Bye.